Don't you when I girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a figure out my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty all up in my feel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run with Foreman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on the punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff to Miller. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now Foreman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Hot!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Let's go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
734.
Carr now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Now
Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
3 down. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the left side, it's complete. And they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Green 39!
A carry for Foreman. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Foreman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And an alley to run. The 40, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, that's a touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 48 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on first down is Carr. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Carr now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Carr now to throw. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
On play action, they'll throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10.
56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on second and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's got a man complete. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Carr now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now a toss play. It's Breida down to the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. They'll toss it to Breida. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Monday, down, 280. 618. OP. 808.
To throw, it's Carr. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On the toss, here's Foreman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch him now, Barney. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Gun!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out and out come the Eagles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Low.
Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run with Lewis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll toss it to Miller. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Carr now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Raider 2.
Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his line back, and he's got it complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
7:34, 6:18.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Carr now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now it's Breida. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Off the toss, Lewis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 12 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6-18. We're good.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They come out here in the I. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They'll feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Back to throw. It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Eagles, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take